crypto squad. We're all aiming for success in the financial world, and the first big milestone is hitting that first million, right? So, I've lined up some epic videos on how to get there. Are you pumped? Let's dive in! It's great when financial education starts at home, but it's even better when it focuses on practice instead of just theory, like here.
Alright kids, I want to make sure you're rich when you grow up. Here's $100, but you can't spend it. Figure out a way to make it grow. Okay, Daddy! What are you gonna do with your money, Timmy? I'm just gonna keep it in the bank. That way, it'll stay safe and I'll never lose it. What about you? I'm gonna invest it. I'm not exactly sure where I'm gonna invest, but I think it's gonna make more money in the long run. How's everything going, kids? I still have my $100 in the bank. They even gave me $2 as interest. What about you, Billy? I invested in some stocks, but the stock market went down and I actually lost money. Ha! I told you my way was better. I'm just gonna keep saving from now on. Don't be discouraged. You had a bad year, but if you keep investing wisely, I'm sure you're gonna do great in the long run. So how are you kids doing with your finances? I've been saving 10% of my paycheck ever since I started working, and I now have almost $200,000. I've been saving the same amount, but I've been investing it instead. My account now has over $473,000. How do you have so much? I thought you were losing money with investing. Some years are down, but most years are up, and it averages out to about 8% a year. And if I were to keep doing this for another 8 years, I'll have over $1 million, whereas you're only gonna have $280,000. Aw, man.
Wow, foresight really matters. But honestly, if my hamster dad had given me $100, I'd have blown it all on cheese, heh. When it comes to finances, many claim to be experts, but verifying that isn't easy. So let's listen to the insights of those who have proven their knowledge in practice.
Warren Buffett's instructions to his wife when he passes could not be simpler. He basically says take 90% of the money, put it in the S&P 500, take 10%, put it in cash or bonds, and I don't know how I could improve on what Warren Buffett says. So if he says the S&P 500 is the place to go, I think that's great standard advice.
What a strategy. I'm not sure I'd dare to invest 90% of my savings into just one thing, but it's tough to argue with Buffett. How about you? Would you take that leap? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Many link financial success to good habits and discipline, but is that really the case? Let's dig into it.
I built wealth without reading a book a week, without making my bed, without journaling, without a 2-hour morning routine, without giving up alcohol, without giving up Netflix, without waiting to marry, and without leverage. Because the only thing you actually have to do is find what people want, sell it to them for more than it cost you many times.
Couldn't be simpler. I partly agree. The thickness of your wallet doesn't entirely depend on how many laps you've run on your wheel, but these are things you can easily combine, right? We all get that getting rich in the last century isn't the same as making it big today. So, let's dive into some thoughts on making it in the present times.
Can somebody become a millionaire in 2024?
3 things about money, and trust me, you will make a ton of money. I make a lot of money. Number 1, the people in the business of money make money. Don't ever forget that. Anytime wealth is transferred from one hand to the other, somebody is in the middle that is helping to transfer the wealth. Whoever that person is also becomes wealthy. Number 2, you need to own a business. I don't care what anybody says, because there are 24 hours in a day. 8 hours you're sleeping, 8 hours you're working, how much hours you have left. It doesn't matter how hard working you are, you're never going to make $1 million just doing a job. The third thing, it is harder to go from $0 to $100,000. I just want you to know that. Than to go from 100 to $1 million. The moment you make your 6 figures, you can have to multiply yourself and your efforts, because you alone can't do it.
You got to learn how to delegate pretty much.
You have to learn how to delegate, and that will blow your income.
Did you go to college?
Yes, I did. If I'm to do it again, I won't go to college. You go to school, they teach you all this stuff, but they are all theories and books. You go on the street, it means nothing. The guy on the street will run circles around you and eat your lunch.
I have to agree. Theory and practice are entirely different beasts. Plus, now I'm really curious about how to become a mediator in transferring wealth. Let me know where that happens, please. Well, friends, I hope today's videos were useful to you. Stay tuned for more episodes so you don't miss out. See you next time, and remember, hamsters are power. One for all and all for one.